Dolphins versus Patriots, week 17, very big week as the Dolphins have a chance to get into the playoffs. Doesn't even take that much. If the Dolphins can beat the Patriots and the Jets lose to the Seahawks, the Dolphins clinch the final spot in the AFC playoff race. But if the Seahawks lose to the Jets or the Patriots beat the Dolphins, or both those things happen, then we are looking at a win and you're in game with the Dolphins Jets next weekend at Hard Rock Stadium. That could even be moved to a primetime slot potentially. But the Dolphins don't have a great history in win and you're in game, so we'll have to hope that the Seahawks and the Dolphins get their business done tomorrow. But moving forward with the injury report, both teams definitely banged up for this one, but the Patriots, looking at this one, 4 players already ruled out: Jack Jones, Marcus Jones, Devontae Parker, Jonnu Smith, and 5 players questionable: Hunter Henry, Jonathan Jones, Jalen Mills, Ramondre Stevenson, and Tyquan Thornton. A lot of weapons for Mac Jones that are already ruled out and questionable. And maybe even the most important part for the Patriots tomorrow, the secondary, stopping Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Marcus Jones, Jack Jones, both those guys already out, and then Jonathan Jones, Jalen Mills being questionable on top of that. That may be the game breaker for the Patriots, but we'll have to see what the Dolphins can do. And for them, Tua already ruled out. We kind of knew he wasn't going to be playing in this one. Eric Fisher is going to be doubtful, which could be harmful looking at this injury report. All game time decisions for the Dolphins: Teron Armstead, Xavier Howard, Bradley Chubb, River Craycraft, Alec Ingold, and Greg Little. I'm really hoping Teron Armstead can play. It should look like he will play, but we never really know with him. And Bradley Chubb, Alec Ingold, I do expect them both to play with the cast on their hands. And then Greg Little, he would be the backup left tackle, but he's also a game time decision, so Eric Fisher would be the backup left tackle, and he's doubtful for this game, so we'll have to see what happens tomorrow when the inactives come out. But yeah, pretty big matchup. The Dolphins are 4-0 against the Patriots in their last 4 matchups, which is pretty big. But as we all know, Dolphins went from 8-3 to 8-7 with a complete collapse in the month of December. So now we're kind of facing a must-win situation as if we were last week. Losing 4 in a row did not help, and losing Tua to that game did not help at all either. So like I said, Teddy Bridgewater going to be the quarterback in this game. From what we saw, the offense without Tua was absolutely awful. I'm hoping that can change this week, maybe with the quarterback who actually has a full week of prepping. Because if we remember, Teddy Bridgewater had the full week to prep versus the Jets, only to get injured on the very first play of the game. Skylar Thompson, we clearly saw in the Vikings and Jets game that he was not ready to play. So Teddy Bridgewater, in the games that he did play, the Bengals game, of course, came in the second quarter, wasn't ready for that one. The Jets game was ready for that, but like I said, only played the first play. And then versus the Vikings, he only played the second quarter when Skylar Thompson was injured. So the Dolphins haven't had a great season with the backup quarterbacks, but hopefully, if Teddy Bridgewater does not get injured in this game, he can play the full game with the full week of prepping. But even in the time that he has played, he's a veteran quarterback. He should know that he is ready to come in at any point in the game. He hasn't really been playing great this season. So we got to hope that, like I said, with the full week of prepping, with McDaniel getting the scheme ready, whatever the playbook needs to look like, it will be ready for Sunday's game against the Patriots. It's going to be a cold weather game, so, Teddy wearing those 2 gloves is going to help. But getting into these couple things the Dolphins need to do to win this game. Number 1, get the ball out quick. Like I said, the scheme usually with Tua is the number 1 option is the RPO, where Tua does a great job getting the ball out fast. His anticipation throws are some of the best in the league. But with Teddy Bridgewater, he does not get the ball out too quick, and he looks like a statue in the pocket sometimes, which is not what you need to see going against this Patriots pass rush. So that's what I'm going to get into now. Matthew Judon, 15.5 sacks on the year. Josh Uche, 11.5 sacks on the year. Those two are looking like one of the best duos in the league on the pass rush side. And speaking of pass rush, Jalen Phillips and Bradley, I'm going to get to that in a moment. But Teddy was sacked 5 times in the Vikings game. And that was, like I said, he came in at halftime. He came in the late second quarter, basically early third. He only played the second half. He was sacked 5 times. So not only is he gonna have to get the ball out quick, but the O-line is gonna have to also give him some time. But it's going to be pretty hard against those guys like Judon and Uche, and not even those guys, Dietrich Weiss, some other guys on the Patriots pass rush. They're all experienced guys, and with Belichick's defense, anything is possible. So number 2, star power. The Patriots do not have a star on their team. Sure, they have some great, mediocre guys. They don't have an all-star receiver. They don't have an all-star running back. Ramondre Stevenson is questionable for this game. Damian Harris is nothing special. And on defense, sure, Matthew Judon is, he's a stud, but he's nothing like a top 10 player in the NFL. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Phillips, who, is not getting much of the attention he should get. But mainly on offense, that's what I'm getting to. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, you got to get those guys the ball and get them involved fast. I'm going to get to the running game in a bit because I know that's something that we definitely got to talk about. But you got to get Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill both involved as quick as you can, and don't stop getting them the ball if that's the only thing working. I know with Belichick, like I said, with his defense, anything is possible. They're going to have a ton of things going around Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Obviously, their game plan is going to be around them. But if you can get them a ball, do not hesitate to get the ball in their direction. But yeah, get them involved and get them going the whole entire day. Number 3, don't stop running the ball. Usually what I would say in the things the Dolphins need to do is run the ball. Do not stop running the ball. The Dolphins have ran the ball first quarter, second quarter. It's been going great. In the third and fourth quarter, late game type stuff, they just abandon the run. They limit the running, and it's something that we need to stop seeing. The Dolphins need to keep running the ball consistently throughout the whole entire game, no matter what the stage is. They ran the ball 4th and 1 last week versus the Packers, and what do you know? They picked up like 7 yards on the play, and they got the first down. They need to start doing that on 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, even 3rd and 4, whatever. Or 4th down in that situation, you need to run the ball and get Mostert and Jeff Wilson involved as much as possible, as much as Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. So this goes out to Mike McDaniel. Do not stop running the ball. Number 4, get pressure on Mac Jones. That's what I wanted to talk about with Jalen Phillips and Christian Wilkins and Zach Sealer and Bradley Chubb and Melvin Ingram, whoever it is on that line rushing the quarterback. Get to Mac Jones. He is I don't have the stats completely, but just from watching him and watching the Patriots this season, he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league when he's under pressure. He cannot roll out or really make a throw on the run. And the checkdowns are what the Patriots do a lot, so you got to have the defense aware of that, of course. But please get pressure to Mac Jones. Sack him multiple times in this game. That's something that may be a game changer in this one. And I didn't even write it down for number 5, but special teams. Do not make stupid special teams plays. Multiple in the Packers game. The first kickoff to the Packers, a 92-yard return from Deshaun Nix. And then the second kickoff from Jason Sanders was like a squib kick. I don't even know what was the plan there. But be smart on special teams. Kick it through the back of the end zone, please. And do not let any big punt or kick returns. But either way, that'll wrap up. Score prediction for this game. I'm going 24-18. I think the Dolphins get it done in a fairly close game, but I have some faith in Teddy Bridgewater. He's not some guy the Dolphins picked up off the practice squad a couple days ago. He has the experience that everyone knows he does. Belichick said he has a lot of respect for him. The Dolphins need to get this game done. Please get a win. You cannot afford to lose 5 in a row. Get back to 500. Either way, that'll wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Peace.